G'day guys, how's it going? Part 2 of the towers explained in Bloons Tower Defense 5. Let's press on, shall we? Next we have the bomb tower. I'll just start explaining that one again. Two different paths, as per usual. Extra range, that's pretty obvious. Frag bombs, I did explain that in the last video, but just in case you hadn't watched it, frag bombs are just basically when the bomb explodes on impact, something like 6 or 8 fragments, black shards, come out, and they're sharp, so they can pop black balloons, whereas the explosion, the initial explosion, cannot. Keep that in mind. Let's see. Path 2, Upgrade 1, bigger bombs. Basically, explosion is bigger, covers more area, pops more balloons. Good stuff. Missile launcher converts the tower into a missile launcher. Missiles have higher velocity, longer range, more popping power, and faster shooting. It's just generally makes the tower much better, well, a little bit better all around, which is a good upgrade to have. And also these missiles, unlike the normal bombs or the cannons or whatever it is, cannonballs, I don't know what they are, whatever they are, that come out of the bomb tower, these missiles come out a lot faster, so they've got a much better chance of hitting balloons and so forth that travel fast. Balloons like pink balloons and rainbow balloons, that sort of thing. Okay, so that's all around good stuff. First of all, upgrade for Path 1. Upgrade 3 throws out secondary bombs instead of frags, causing widespread explosive poppage. First I'll show you what frag bombs are. Look at the explosion. Look, see, there's little black darts that are coming out. Not darts, but you know what I mean. Little black things. Now if I get this, bang bang. It is just as awesome as it looks. No, you cannot pop zebra or black balloons with this upgrade, but everything else you can. So it's kind of like turning your 1 bomb tower into 9 bomb towers, because it shoots out 8 extra, whatever they are, 8 extra bombs. And the final upgrade, balloon impact, blah blah blah. Basically, balloons that are hit by the explosions of both the original and the secondary bombs are stunned. See? They're just stopping. They're stunned for a little while, so if you want to stun balloons a lot, forget the ice tower. Just build about 3 or 4 of those and sort of put them a little bit away from each other in a way so that they don't all fire at the same time. If they fire at staggered times, then that means you'll have a good chance of just keeping all those balloons at bay, stopped right there. If that's really what you want. It doesn't add to the popping power or anything, it just literally stuns balloons, and it doesn't work on blimp class balloons. Next up, we have the other upgrade, which is more interesting in my opinion. MOAB Mauler. Special missiles that wreak havoc on MOAB class balloons, inflicting 10 times damage. That's a bit misleading. MOAB class basically means blimp class in my opinion. It's just any and all blimps. When you buy that upgrade, instead of throwing out bombs and becoming 9 times more area of impact, explosive, whatever against balloons, you're making it 10 times more impacted, sort of 10 times more powerful against blimps, okay? And the special ability in Path 2, Upgrade 4, Assassin ability. Basically, you get this ability down here. Ignore this one. This is for this tower, okay? I haven't explained that yet. This is for the bomb tower. MOAB Assassin ability. Basically, when a blimp comes on the field, if it's a MOAB, the blue one, or a BFB, the red one, then you fire this off. It will seek the most powerful one on the screen at the moment, and a special missile will come and essentially just destroy it in one hit. Watch this. Bang. It's gone already. And yes, you guessed it, if you have a whole bunch of these towers on the field with the ability, then you can take down a whole bunch of those MOAB class or blimp class balloons really effectively, really quickly. However, one thing to note is that against the black ZOMG blimp, the big one, they have 4,000 hit points. That particular missile does 1 1,000 hit points on it. Okay, so it doesn't bring down ZOMG blimps in one hit. You have to use 4 of them. And another tip, don't go clicking that ability too fast, because essentially if all of your bomb towers are in range of a whole bunch of blimps and you want them to go at different blimps, you have to click once, wait for that missile to kill a blimp, and then click again. Click slowly. Don't click quickly, otherwise you'll send all of your missiles towards one blimp, and that's not the effect you want. If you want to use this ability a lot, click it slowly. Wait for blimps to be destroyed. That's the bomb tower explained. Now let's get rid of that and talk about the ice tower. A tower I personally never ever use. I think it's pointless. This tower freezes balloons. Freezes balloons in its burst radius for a short time. Frozen balloons are immune to sharp objects. So, this is its radius. At the very start, it's very small. It doesn't have much of an area of effect. And when balloons come into their range, not blimps, we'll wait for these guys to come out. I need a level with balloons. As soon as they pop, they should... There we go. Look, see? They're freezing. And they sort of stay in the area. That's the drawback to freezing, though. If you freeze your balloons, then towers like the Ninja Monkey or the Dart Monkey or even an unupgraded Super Monkey, they can't pop those balloons. The darts just bounce off them. And the monkeys are stupid as well. They won't think to themselves, oh, he's frozen. I may as well not bother firing on him. No, the monkeys will keep on firing on them if they are the balloons that fall in their target priority. So, ice towers, freeze balloons are only... Straight off the bat, I think only bomb towers and mortar towers can actually pop them. So it's kind of like slowing down the balloons and their descent towards the end. Let's see. Path 1, Enhanced Freeze. Larger freeze area and freezes balloons for longer. Well, if you like this tower, that's an upgrade worth getting. There we go, a little bit more area. Freezes longer. Snap Freeze. Upgrade 2 for Path 1. The tower freezes so fast. The balloons pop once before freezing. So now, finally, it's kind of becoming a useful tower. Instead of just freezing, it pops and freezes. So the balloon comes into contact with the tower freezes the balloon, and then the balloon kind of pops. Actually, it doesn't freeze the balloon, it pops the balloon first and then freezes it. And this is a really bad level for seeing that in action. Yes, they will attack MOAB or blimps and stuff like that, but they're totally useless. Okay, need a level with balloons. Balloons, please. Here we go. See that? Froze the lead balloons and pops them. If I do that upgrade for this other one as well, then... And you might be thinking to yourself, oh yeah, that's pretty good. Maybe I should get a whole bunch of ice towers and put them all in one area and we'll just slowly pop balloons, nice and easy. No worries at all. I'm not convinced. But that's for the tactics video. Moving on to the upgrades. Path 2, Upgrade 1, Permafrost. Makes the balloons so cold that they will move slowly even after thawing out. So the balloon gets popped, thaws out, but it moves more slowly. You can see that it moves at about half speed, and that lasts. There you go. It might be useful just to slow balloons down a little bit, depending on your strategy. Upgrade 2, freeze 2 layers of balloons instead of 1. So I get the feeling that what happens is you freeze the balloon. Well, technically at this point, if you've got these upgrades, if you've got Snap Freeze, you would pop the balloon and then it would be frozen. And then if one of your towers breaks that balloon once, then its child would still be frozen. Balloons, when they're popped while they're frozen, become thawed out and they just run around the track again. But this will delay them from moving around one more level. It's kind of handy to have, I suppose. Arctic wind. Okay, let's go on to Path 1's major upgrades. Upgrade 3, super cold aura that slows all balloons that come near the tower. In addition, the regular freeze effect of this tower has much larger area. Okay, now all of a sudden the area of effect is actually half useful. Before it was tiny. So it's got sort of a permanent freezing sort of thing. Oh, I see. These are camo balloons, so it's not attacking them. Oh well. We'll just get past this level then. Let my sun gods take care of them. No Wacken furries. Oh god. Come on. Okay, clearly the permanent sort of like slowing down around the tower doesn't affect MOAB class balloons and blimps and stuff. I had a feeling it doesn't. Most abilities and so forth from towers don't affect blimp class balloons. It's just the way it is. Let's see. Oh yeah, they're slowing down. Quite a bit actually. And then you freeze. Okay, so it's a good way to slow down balloons. And upgrade 4 is Viral Frost. Let me just get my monkey money going here. There we go. Oh, jeez. Balloons are frozen so cold that they freeze other balloons that come into contact with them, spreading the freeze like a virus. I would like to see that in action. Let's see that. Oh, I see. This one's freezing them first. Oh yeah, it kind of works. Notice how the zebra balloons are not being frozen? It's because the zebra balloons have the ability of the white balloons and black balloons. Cannot be hit by explosions and cannot be frozen. General all-round pain in the butt. Okay, so it spreads the freeze like a virus if other balloons are touching the frozen balloons. That kind of could be useful. Let's go to Path 2, shall we? Okay, let's upgrade this back. Upgrade 3 for Path 2. Ice Shards creates razor-sharp pieces of ice on frozen balloons that, when popped, fly out and pop more nearby balloons. Kind of like frag bombs, I'd say. Let's see that in action. Freeze, and then... Huh? What? Okay. Maybe these are bad balloons to be watching this in action with, but... I don't know, let's first get all the monkey money. Give me monkey money. I don't know why I'm so rich at the moment. Creates razor-sharp pieces of ice on frozen balloons that when popped... Oh, I see. So it's not just that you have to freeze the balloons, and then when they get thawed, they... No. Okay. If you freeze balloons and then pop those frozen balloons while they're frozen by this tower, ice shards will come out and kind of like the frag bombs just hit the balloons near them, making them a little bit more effective. Finally, the special ability, Absolute Zero, freezes the entire screen of balloons for 4 seconds, does not affect MOAB class balloons. I think it's pretty obvious what that's going to do. Let's have a look at it anyways. Now let's... No. Okay. My sun gods took care of that a little bit too quickly. Ah, okay. Maybe when we bust these open. There we go. Let's try. Okay, lagtastic, but it did freeze all the balloons. There you go. They were kind of stuck in the tunnel, but yeah. Okay, so that's the ice tower explained. Now, glue gunner. This is an interesting little bugger. Let's have a look at him. What does he do straight off the bat? Shoots a glob of monkey glue at a single balloon. Glued balloons move more slowly than normal. So it's kind of like, I don't know, like an ice tower, but not really. Okay, it seems that ceramic balloons cannot be affected by a glue gunner because, I don't know, there was some weird little explanation, like, I don't know, the ceramic was too hard for the glue to hold or something like that. Some rubbish. And also, I think lead balloons are not affected by the glue gunner as well because of the same reason. They're too heavy, so glue doesn't slow them down. But yeah, if the glue gunner was actually shooting at other types of balloons, then they would slow down a little bit, to probably about half speed or something like that. Again, just another tower that has a mechanism that slows down balloons instead of popping them. Glue soaks through all layers of balloons. So now, when you pop a balloon that's got glue on it, all of its children keep on having glue. Oh yeah, you see, we got some blue ones. Oh, geez, it all goes by so quickly. But yeah, there you go. Permanent gluage. Could be useful. Well, it makes the tower a lot more useful, rather than gluing one balloon and then once it's popped it just turns back into its normal balloon when it's lets go of its child or whatever it is. Let's see. Upgrade 2. Corrosive glue. Makes the glue become corrosive, popping balloons every few seconds while glued. Well, that's all nice and well, but I can think of a better way to spend my money to pop balloons. Let's see. Oh yeah. This is going to be a short level, I can tell. No, screw the money. I'm rich. Path 2. Stickier glue. Makes glue effect last much longer. Oh, okay, so the glue isn't permanent. Fair enough. Glue splatter. Instead of gluing one balloon at a time, splatters 6 balloons at a time. Okay, that makes it 6 times more useful as a tower. I like that. All of a sudden the tower starts to become meaningful and worth something. Let's look at the proper upgrades for Path 1. Upgrade 3, Balloon Dissolver. Glue contains an extreme solvent that melts balloons. While glued, balloons will pop twice every second. That's not too bad. Still, could think a better way to spend my money. And upgrade 4 for Path 1, Balloon Liquefier. Pops balloons once before gluing. Contains a super strong dissolving glue that pops balloons 10 times every second. Okay, so basically this guy shoots at balloons so long as they're not ceramic. Or maybe it does pop ceramic, I don't know, let's see. Any ceramic? Great way to test. Oh yeah, look at that. Wow, that was actually a lot more, how do I put this? A lot more effective than I thought it was going to be. So there you go. Glue killing machine. Albeit an expensive one. Let's look at the other upgrades. Path 2. Glue hose. Shoots glue more than 3 times as fast. Okay, let's see that. Ugh, bloody MOABs. I don't want MOABs. I want balloons. As soon as the MOAB blimps pop, the glue gunner just glues them really quickly. Okay, balloons, come on. Give me balloons, please. There we go. Okay. A lot less effective than upgrade 4 for Path 1, but there is another upgrade for this glue gunner. Let's see it in action. Glue strike ability. Glues all balloons on the screen. This reminds me of the ice tower. Would you want the special ability for this? Or would you want the special ability for the ice tower? I don't know. Personally, I'd put my money on the ice tower. All in all, a fairly expensive and ineffective tower. That's the glue gunner. Who cares? Moving on. Can't show you the Monkey Buccaneer because I need a level with water for that. I'll show you that in part 3. Monkey Ace. This is a reasonable tower. Let's look at it. You plant the airstrip somewhere, And the monkey ace will fly around in a figure 8, top to bottom, near it, shooting out darts periodically every, I don't know, however long that is. You can see it in action. Blah, blah, blah. And I just said all of that. Okay, let's look at its upgrades. Rapid fire. Shoots darts more often. That's useful. Monkey ace darts can pop 8 balloons each instead of however many it is that it can currently pop. I don't know how many. I think it might be 2 or 3 or something like that. So yeah, more poppage for each dart. Could be useful. Would be great if you knew all of the darts that came out of it all the time would go straight to balloons and pop them, making them very useful. But it's kind of hit and miss. It just shoots in whichever direction it wants to. Hey, wow, those are camo. I've never seen that before. Camouflage ceramic balloons. There you go. Saw it here first. Path 2. Drops an exploding pineapple every 3 seconds. I like that upgrade in Bloons Tower Defense 4, and to be honest, I like it in Bloons Tower Defense 5. Drops a pineapple every few seconds. Pineapple bomb. Other than that, it's just like a normal pineapple bomb, exactly the same in every way. Upgrade 2. Spy plane. Allows the monkey ace to hit camo balloons. Does not grant detection to other towers. Now, the one main reason I would have bought this plane in Bloons Tower Defense 4 was just to be able to hit camo balloons relatively easily. In this game, however, unless you get this upgrade, those darts that just randomly sort of fly out, they can't actually pop camo balloons. So, yeah, if you want to get camo balloons early in the game, don't go with the monkey ace unless you're prepared to go that far with the upgrades. And even then, I can think of better ways to get camo balloons. Ninja monkey! Anyways, looking at upgrade path 1. This makes the plane a lot more useful. Darts seek out and pop balloons intelligently, kind of like how with the ninja monkey and I think there was another tower. Oh yeah, it was the boomerang thrower, that monkey. The darts will just go for balloons. They will actually not just aimlessly throw out anymore. They'll, not all of them, mind you. Only if they're kind of heading in the general direction will they go for balloons. As you can see. And upgrade 4, Flying Fortress of Balloon Doom. Now, look at this. No longer is this guy shooting balloons, or darts, sorry, in random directions. It's shooting them straight at whichever the target priority is. Oh, you can change the paths. There you go. I didn't know that. You've got 3 paths that this thing can follow. With the maximum upgrade for path 1, this thing shoots darts at whichever balloon is coming first, or blimp or whatever, and it also shoots these little bombs at them as well. So, kind of good against zebra balloons and other balloons, and just makes it a generally all-round more effective tower. Much more effective. In fact, let's make him fly in a figure 8 that way. Look, see, little green bombs come out of... we need him further away so you can see it. Yeah, dart bomb, dart bomb, dart bomb, dart bomb, dart bomb. Very useful. And as you could imagine, if you had 3 or 4 of those clustered together, they would be quite useful. Look, alone, it's really tearing up the BFBs. Not a lot, but, you know, for one tower, it's doing a decent job. Anyways, that's that explained. Now let's go and look at the other side. Path 2. Where can I put this? There it is. Let's upgrade him twice. Operation Dartstorm. More darts. Basically, I think it like doubles or triples or quadruples the number of darts that go out in the circle. And there's a special ability. Ground Zero ability. Drops a single devastating bomb that destroys all balloons on screen except MOAB class balloons. Now, I don't know about you, but straight away that ability says to me, hey, you can forget the special ability for the glue gunner or the frost tower, because why would you want to slow down balloons or freeze balloons when you can just destroy balloons? So there you go. That special ability renders this special ability and this special ability useless. Moving on. Skip the Super Monkey because that's a rather complicated one to explain. I'll do it in the next video. Monkey Apprentice. If you played Bloons Tower Defense 4, you would have remembered this thing for basically having tornadoes that blew balloons black and you back towards the start of the path, and you put them near the end of the path, and they would do a decent job of trying to save you from essentially dying really quickly. But as is, blah 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 blah, it throws magic bolts of power that pop balloons. Each shot can pop 2 balloons, can upgrade to cast additional spells. So all the time it's shooting these little bolts that pop 2 balloons. Upgrade 1 for Path 1. Shoots larger and more powerful magic bolts. That's always good. Upgrade 2. Unleashes the power of lightning to zap many balloons at once. Well, if it wasn't for all these damn BFBs on the screen in the way, I'd be able to show you that. Oh yeah, you can sort of see it in action. You can see these purple there. I have no idea how many times it hits, but it looks like it makes the tower a lot more useful than it was originally. That wasn't a cheap upgrade though. These wizard towers, I can tell you right now, they are a support tower. You don't use them to primarily pop things. You use them to have things happen to balloons, to manipulate what's going on in the field. Don't start out your game with one of these. You'll waste your money and you'll start leaking balloons. Upgrade 1 for Path 2. Fireball. The Apprentice adds a powerful fireball attack to its arsenal. Let's see that in action, if we can. Bang. Oh yeah, it doesn't go bang like in Bloons Tower Defense 4. It just sort of goes through everything. And lastly but not least, Monkey Sense allows the Monkey Apprentice to target and pop camo balloons. Does not grant detection to other in other words, allows it to pop camo balloons. Big deal. Now let's look at Path 1 Upgrade 3. Summon Whirlwind. Whirlwind blows balloons off the path from the exit, removes ice and glue from balloons, however. So in other words, if you're using a glue gunner or an ice tower, this will suck because it will render your icing and gluing useless. But having said that, it will throw a whirlwind. Let's see it in action. Come on. There we go. And the balloons, they go back towards the start. Now, it doesn't... That message, that explanation was a little bit cryptic in the game. Essentially, you don't have to have anything to do with the exit. It just takes balloons, throws a whirlwind at them, and they get blown back further towards the beginning of the path, and that can be done anywhere. Okay? And upgrade 4 is Tempest Tornado. Blows more balloons faster, further, and more often. Also pops balloons once before blowing. Removes ice and glue from balloons, however. Now, I don't know how many balloons this whirlwind can throw back, but I remember in Bloons Tower Defense 4, the equivalent tower with the equivalent upgrade could blow balloons black. I think it was like 120 balloons could be blown back at maximum. So I'd say this might be, it'd be a safe bet to say this could do something similar. Moving on to getting rid of that. Path 2. Spews endless flames at nearby balloons, roasting and popping them with ease. Okay, so instead of blowing tornadoes, it's throwing flames. Oh yeah, and you can see it's kind of like a flamethrower. This is one dangerous little wizard. Let's get these things out of the way. So we want to see this thing in action against balloons, not blimps. And it's just my luck that the next level is level 85. Round of the ZOMG. Wow, I've got a lot of money. 427,000. I wish it was that easy to get that much money in hard mode. And last but not least, the special ability for this tower is Summon Phoenix ability. Creates a super powerful flying phoenix that flies around wreaking balloon havoc for 20 seconds. I'd like to see that. Let's see it in action against the ZOMG. Blimp. Come on, come out. Yeah, you see, he still shoots his original attack and all of that. There we go. Ah, it's just another thing that shoots flame. Does that for about 10 seconds or so. And it looks like it's almost doing nothing at all to blimps. Yep, I got bored of that. Let's get rid of that and explain the last tower that I will explain in this game, or in this video, because this video is getting a little bit long. Now I can plonk these anywhere, because they are just support towers. The Monkey Village. It's not a tower that attacks. Strangely, it does with one particular upgrade, but I'll get to that in a second. It's a support tower. Initially, what you do is you place it near your tower. It's kind of like, this is a monkey village, okay? Place it next to all of your towers that are attacking, and when you buy these upgrades and so forth, these upgrades affect all of the towers around it within its range. At the very start, when you buy a monkey village, it makes lowering the cost of all towers and upgrades in the radius by 10%. In other words, you build towers cheaper and you upgrade those towers in that radius cheaper. Outside the radius has no effect. Okay, so you got to kind of clump everything up in between all of this area here, or wherever it is you place your monkey village. So be careful with your placement. Don't place everything everywhere, or at least not the bulk of your forces. Keep them tightly packed together to create an area of doom. Upgrade Path 1. Monkey Beacon increases attack range of all towers within the monkey village radius by 15%. So in other words, that radius, they're all 15% bigger than what they would normally be without the village. Nice and easy to explain. Jungle Drums inspires nearby towers to attack faster, increasing attack rate by 15%. Makes towers shoot faster. I don't know about you, but that sounds good to me. Path 2, Upgrade 1. Monkey Fort. Fort increases the popping power of all nearby towers by 1. What does that mean? That means now whenever, say, I don't know, let's have very basic tower for a very basic explanation. This monkey, now whenever it shoots, it doesn't pop balloons once, it pops balloons twice per shot. So it will turn a blue balloon into nothing. It will turn a green balloon into a blue balloon for every shot, instead of the usual popping down by 1. So in other words, it kind of makes all these towers almost twice as effective. Very important if you have a lot of towers. As you can see, it really stacks on the power of all of your towers if you clump them all up and you have a lot of towers being affected by these monkey villages. And last but not least, camo detection for all of the towers inside the area. Sounds good to me. Should sound good to you. All of a sudden, camo balloons are a thing of the past. You don't have to worry about them ever again if you have those. Monkey Village is a very important tower. I encourage you to try and get one on the field very quickly. Not very, very quickly, but sort of mid-game. You're aiming to have at least one in your game by about round 45 or something, just before you get to take on your first MOAB. That's my recommendation. Anyways, moving on. Path 1, Upgrade 3. This is really where it kind of sucks, because both Path 1 and Path 2, their Upgrade 3s are both incredibly useful, and I wish I could have both of them with one tower, but I can't. So whenever I use these monkey villages, I have to put them sort of, two of them incredibly closer than this, but yeah, literally right next to each other, so they have overlapping areas, so all of the towers can get the benefits of both of these upgrades. Path 1's upgrade, all balloons popped by towers within the radius of the monkey town get 50% more cash per pop. That's right, it makes you a lot richer. Now, sure, you don't really get to see, reaping the rewards or the benefits of that until you get to much higher rounds where you're just popping balloons hand over fist. Lots of them. You get 1.5 times the cash. I don't know about you, but that sounds like a nice, easy way to get a lot of cash. So buy it. It's kind of a toss-up between this and this, though, and I'll explain why in a minute. Upgrade 4. All nearby towers with abilities have their cooldowns reduced by 20%. In other words, their cooldowns cool down quicker. Can be useful, especially if you're using special abilities often and you rely on them. You'd want them to be available faster. It kind of makes sense. And adds a powerful energy beam attack. You want to see that in action? Here it is in action. I don't know how powerful this energy beam attack is. I don't know how to measure it. There is nothing written anywhere about it. But yeah, there it is. It's this kind of red thing. By the time you get this sort of upgrade done, you're at a point in the game where you can't really see it. You can't see the effectiveness of this attack because you've got other towers that are much more effective, and there's bolts flying everywhere all over the screen. So yeah, honestly, even if it didn't have an attack to that upgrade, I'd still get the upgrade anyways, just so I could make everything cool down quicker, so I could keep on doing stuff like this. Hey, now my towers are shooting faster, and I'll explain why. Get rid of this. Path 2, Upgrade 3. Monkey Intelligence Bureau. Bureau grants special balloon popping knowledge to all nearby towers, allowing them to pop all balloon types. Now, all of a sudden, it doesn't matter what you have on the field, so long as they're within the area of this thing, or this particular tower, it can pop any balloons. That's right. Dart monkeys can pop frozen balloons. More importantly, bomb towers can pop black balloons. All types of towers that attack can pop all types of balloons. So then you don't have to worry about, whether or not you got too many bomb towers and you can't pop the black ones fast enough and whatnot. It's all a thing of the past. Very important upgrade. Very, very hard decision every time I play the game if I've got one monkey village, whether or not I get that upgrade or the money upgrade. Generally, I try and take care of the black balloons quite well, so I can afford to at least go for the money upgrade with Path 1. But in this case, I don't know, it's something to seriously consider. Again, just put two of them very close together in a way so that you can cram a lot of towers. You basically want it looking like that. And also interesting to note, you cannot put a lot of monkey villages all very tightly packed in and have all of these upgrades and so forth and expect the upgrades to stack. The effects do not stack on top of each other, okay? Once you've bought one upgrade with one tower, don't bother buying it with the other tower. So what I did just then was a bit stupid. I could have got away with not buying these two upgrades at all because these two upgrades are already here with this one, and vice versa with this path. Just something to note. You cannot kind of stack them together and then place towers within their little overlapping areas and make them incredibly powerful towers. It doesn't work like that. Unfortunately, I wish it did. I know you do as well. But sadly, that doesn't happen. Maybe Bloons Tower Defense 6. Who knows? Ninja Kiwi, are you listening? Come on. Make it easy for us. Why not? Finally, the special ability is what you saw before. Call to Arms ability. Doubles the attack speed and popping power of all nearby towers for 10 seconds. Okay, so already my towers are popping twice as much as before because of one of the earlier upgrades. When I get that and I press this ability, all the towers inside there, they're going to be popping twice as fast and twice as much as before. Now, whether or not it's twice as much as the original popping power or the current popping power, I don't know. So when you, for example, it could be 3 or 4 popping power for each shot from these things. I don't know. All I know is it makes things a lot better. It's a decent ability. I recommend you get it. It can get you out of trouble very quickly. And let's see, what is remaining? That 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 towers. Okay, I'm going to cut it here, and I'm going to pick it up where I left off on another map, another day. I will explain the Monkey Buccaneers, Super Monkey, which is very complicated. I'll leave him for last. Banana Farm, Mortar Tower, Dartling Gun, and Spike Factory. See you guys soon. Like the video, comment, subscribe, whatever. Just comment, guys. Come on. Comment on my videos. I'm more than happy to answer any questions you have and so forth. Criticism, whatnot. You have a voice. If you have an opinion, give it. See you later. Hope you enjoyed the video. I hope you took something from it.